What's up and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm doing something I haven't done in a very long time, and that is my anti-haul video. All the makeup that I'm not gonna buy. So let's get started. Okay, so I think the last time I did this was probably like early April, late March is the last time I did an anti-haul video. A lot of makeup companies haven't come out with new makeup for a while because of what we're going through in the world, which I completely understand. But now brands are starting to come out with some products, and I have some opinions on these things. Now, granted, just because I'm not buying the product does not mean I don't respect the brand, but I just think these videos are so much fun to do. Like, I just freaking love doing these videos. So the first product that I see that got launched is the Natasha Denona Bronze Collection. Now, when I saw this, I was like, oh, bitch, that is such a stunning palette. I so badly wanted to get my hands on it, but the palette does retail for $65. And I was like, I am not about to spend, you know, my money on a $65 Natasha Denona palette, especially when brands like Alter Ego, who I love dearly, makes dupes of the products for literally a third of the cost. Their product that would be almost the exact same quality, design, everything would be 16 bucks compared to 65 bucks. And a lot of people out there don't like brands that do copies, and I can completely understand it from like a business standpoint or like a creator standpoint, why you would hate to have a brand copy your work, because you put so much hard work into it. But then like when I actually tried out Alter Ego, I definitely ate my words, and I could say this palette is just so unbelievably gorgeous, and I just really hope that they kind of create something very similar to this so I can get my hands on this, because I don't want to spend $65 on this palette. They also came out with like a highlight collection and all these lippies, and it was so pretty, but unfortunately I just can't justify the price point, so I did have to kindly say no to this one. But oh, did that almost get me? I was like, oh, bitch, that palette is so pretty. And you wouldn't think I like it because it's like a bronze, it's like a neutral eye look, but for something about it, it's just like catching my attention. The next one is the Patrick Top Beauty lipstick slash like blush bronzer collection. I've actually never tried anything from Patrick Top before. I saw this, and as beautiful as they are, I know that Paige really loves their stuff. I know that she's talked about like their like lips and like their like body highlight shimmer. She really loves them, but I just never tried anything from this brand before. The lipstick do retail for $32, which I kind of find to be a little expensive in my personal taste, especially since like what I'm wearing right now is the Kylie Cosmetics Savage Liquid Lip with a Fenty gloss on top of that, and I think in total for both these two together it's like 40 bucks for both of them together, or like 38 if I'm doing the math correctly. And for a matte suede lipstick it's $32. So I'm like, that's expensive. That's really expensive. So this would be like definitely a hard pass for me, because I just can't justify the price point on that whatsoever. The next one is the collaboration with Kylie Cosmetics and Kendall Jenner. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Kendall Jenner is just so beautiful. She personally is the prettiest like one in that family, the Kardashians. I think she's absolutely stunning. But she did a collaboration with her sister Kylie, and I've tried out one eyeshadow palette from Kylie Cosmetics before, and it was pretty decent. I had nothing really bad to say about it. I don't know, Kylie's brand just never really excites me. I love their lip products. I think their lip products are just so amazing. But I think everything else, I'm kind of like, you know, you're good, but you don't like stand out to me. So when I saw this, I saw the eyeshadow palette and the color scheme, I was like, there's a couple colors that I like in here, but not enough to actually go and invest into the palette. But I know some people out there are really going to enjoy it, and hey, I'm going to support you on that. But I just saw this and I was like, it's not for me. This was an easy like, oh, I never really pay attention to what Kylie releases, unfortunately. I just don't pay attention to her brand, so oops. Now the next one is the next one's a new collection from KKW Beauty. This is the Classic 2 collection. It comes with like a whole range of like nude lip glosses and a whole eyeshadow palette. Now, KKW has never ever caught my attention. I think the packaging is just very boring in my personal opinion, but I know some people out there really love the simplistic packaging, and that's completely okay. And I tried her at one eyeshadow palette that she did her first collab with Mario, and it's a beautiful palette, but I only used it like 2 or 3 times, and I was just kind of like, it was all right. Like, she creates very, very neutral products, which is great for a lot of people out there, but I really love colors. So when I saw that, I was like, And it's just another neutral palette, and it's very similar to all your other collections, all your other releases you have in other palettes. So I definitely had to pass this up. But she is releasing a whole range of like lipsticks or like lip glosses, which like are nude based, which I love nude based lip glosses. So I'm gonna check those out. But the palette itself, I'm okay to pass on. The next one is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is a Retro Paradise 18-piece eyeshadow palette, retail for $14. Now I really do love e.l.f. Cosmetics. I think e.l.f. Cosmetics is definitely an underrated brand and has so many amazing quality products. But I saw this eyeshadow palette and it's such a weird color scheme. Like I didn't really understand the color scheme, so it didn't really like make me want to buy it. I was kind of like, oh, that's cool. Like, but I never really was like, I have to have it, you know, but it's cool. I think the highlighters and like the eye shimmers and like the body glitters look more appealing to me than the actual eyeshadow palette itself. But this whole collection as a whole is something that I'm probably just never going to really reach for, just because it doesn't excite me the way that other brands have excited me. Like the ColourPop tie-dye collection, that really excited me. But this one I was like, oh, it's cute, but just not for me. The next one is from Urban Decay. It's the Naked Ultraviolet eyeshadow palette. I saw this and I was like, that's a hard pass for me. The only eyeshadow palette that I thoroughly enjoyed from Urban Decay was the like honey palette. I thought that was like such a beautiful palette. I thought the shimmers and the mattes performed so well. They just glided on effortlessly. They blended so beautifully to each other. That's a palette that I still stand behind. I love that palette so much. But I saw the ultraviolet and it's just, you would think as an ultraviolet palette there'd be a lot more range of purples in there, but like half the palette's like kind of pinky and the rest is like kind of purple. But like I'd want like a whole like purple scheme palette. Like that's what I envision, like an ultraviolet, not having a pink shades, one random pop of blue, and then the rest being like different variation shades of purple. I just feel like they really could have did a whole purple palette. I feel like they dropped the ball on this one. If they're gonna do ultraviolet, they need to make it like ultraviolet. So I saw that and I was like, that's an easy like buy. Not even gonna think twice about it, especially since Milk Cosmetics is releasing a purple palette. And I was like, see, now that's a purple palette. That's what I want to get. That's where I'll spend my money at. But Urban Decay, no. So the next one's from LC Cosmetics. Now, I've never tried anything from this brand before, so I don't have anything negative to say about the brand. When I saw there's only 5 shimmers inside this palette and retails for $49, I was like, you have got to be kidding me. That is like an insane price. That is almost like $10 a shadow. That is insane to me. And I've never tried anything from LC Cosmetics. I hope I'm saying that right, but that's stupidly expensive. $50 for 5 shimmers. Yeah, they look like they're gonna be big pan sizes, but like, holy crap, you can find some amazing shimmers inside like a ColourPop palette, a Milani palette, an e.l.f. Cosmetics palette than you could a $50 one for 5 shimmers. No way. I saw that and it said, no, who? Granted, people would and I'll support you, but there's no way you can catch me buying 5 shadows for $50. That's what? So that, no, I saw that and I was like, no way. So the next one is the Sailor Moon collection from ColourPop. Now this came out months ago and I did miss the launch when it came out. It sold out so quickly and people had so much issues with it selling out. Then they brought it into Ulta. Again, it sold out rather quickly and now they're restocking it again. And it's kind of rare for ColourPop to do a restock. They usually tend to just, when a product sells out, they tend to let the product sell out. Sometimes they'll restock it depending on how popular it is or if they're trying to bring some stuff back. But for the majority of the time, they just tend to just let their collection go. So when I saw the restock in this entire collection, I was like, holy shit, like they're actually bringing this baby back. I wanted to get it and I think it's so cute because I do love Sailor Moon. But unfortunately, by the time that actually restocked, I was not paying attention to it, so I missed it. And I don't know if anything's still available. I haven't really checked and that's okay. Like it's such a beautiful collection. So I wanted it, but that was such a stressful buy. I hate stressful buys. Stressful buys are so like, they give me such mad anxiety and this was one of them and it sold out so quickly and I just got a bitter taste in my mouth about it. So as pretty as it is, this one passed by me once again. I need to start staying up to date with ColourPop. So the next one is from Dior. This is the Dior Beauty 4 palettes and it's going to have 2 different palettes coming out. It's coming sometime in July and August and it's just a sneak peek. They do look really beautiful, but there's only 5 shadows inside these palettes and I know that Dior is just, it is so expensive. Like Dior is what I envision like Tati and Jacqueline, all of them wearing on a daily basis. I can never justify spending money on Dior. as luxurious as the name brand is, I feel like that's what you're really buying the quality. I feel like that's what you're really buying the product for, is just the name. I feel like the product and the shimmers you can probably find in a lot of other cosmetic brands out there for half the cost, even a third of the cost. But because it's Dior, you're really gonna spend that money because it's Dior. Like, that is high class, that is luxury. That is something I'm never gonna know. Now, granted, I did have a wonderful friend buy me a little Dior kit right in the beginning of quarantine. I haven't played around with it yet because we were moving, and I want to play around with it, but like, it's just so luxurious. I'm like, I don't want myself to ruin it, because knowing me, I would ruin it, and that's the only piece of luxury that I have. So as pretty as these are, no, I can't justify the price. Like, I know these are just so expensive for what they are. So last but not least, we do have this new palette called Miami Lights from Nebula. This is a glitter palette. So you get 4 glitters for $25, which is actually a really decent price, especially when I look at my With Love Cosmetics. So usually their pressed glitter is $10 a pan, like one of those little small ones, and this is gonna be $25 for 4. So you're actually getting a pretty good deal. I just never tried anything from Nebula Cosmetics before, so I don't know how their quality is, particularly when it comes to pressed glitters. I'm pretty anal about my pressed glitters. I really don't like a lot of brands pressed glitters. I think the only ones that I've really been obsessed with is my Tati Beauty Texture Neutral palette and my With Love Cosmetics. I feel like those are the 2 brands that I've really loved the pressed glitter, because you don't need glitter glue, you don't need a wet brush, you just need your finger to make it apply it. So actually what I'm wearing on my eyes right now is a product from With Love Cosmetics. I'll link the video down below, or let's link it right up here. I just did a whole review on a new the green one palette, but so I never tried anything from this brand, and the colors look pretty, but like, I don't know, they're not the colors I typically would go for a pressed glitter. So I saw this and it's like, oh, those are cool. I love the price point, but I was like, I'm gonna have to pass up on this one. I do want to check out this brand though as a whole. It seems very intriguing, but I saw that and I was like, nah, I'm good. So yeah, this was just a quick little video on the products that I will not buy, just because, well, there really isn't that much to choose from at the moment. Not that many brands are still releasing stuff. I think brands are slowly starting to open up and starting to have more production, starting to bring some products out. So I'm curious to see what's coming out in the next couple of months, seeing as how everybody's been so quiet the last couple of months because of the quarantine and pandemic. But I saw this stuff, and some of them I was like, oh, I wish I could, but I just don't want to justify the price, especially since I'm still unemployed at the moment. I'm hoping to get a call back any day from Disney, but until then, I saw those and they didn't tickle my fancy, as you call it. So yeah, I like doing these kind of videos. I know some people like them, some people don't. I know some of you guys want me to do videos of the products that I do want to buy, but I always end up buying those products and reviewing them for you guys. That's probably why I've never done a video like, will I buy it or will I not buy, like things I will buy, things I won't buy, because I always buy what I want to buy and I always review it for you guys. So I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose, unless like it was like a video that I knew I could not do it, then I probably would, but I don't know. Well, I'm still figuring this all out. But yeah, guys, this is just a quick little video for you guys. I haven't done an anti-haul in so long, and it's so nice to be back doing one, and I just want to thank you guys so much for being here. So if you guys like this video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post every day, just depending. Also, make sure you guys head over to my other channels, R for Life. You guys can see my cool, wonderful adventures, amazing fiance Corey. And as always, guys, I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye. I tried her eyeshadow palette, which is completely okay. Oh my god, I'm starving. Bitch. This is the spicy potato bowl, a spicy potato burrito, and because I don't like Taco Bell, I know, right? I don't like Taco Bell, but the spicy potato one is just their potatoes with a little bit of cheese. You know, I'm lactose intolerant. That's fine. Shit later. And it has a little bit of lettuce and cheese and like a little bit of like a ranch sauce to it. Delicious, so good. So rude, eat my mouth open. So rude.